真啊！一直升级，真好意思，不能拿。Right， 旁边有很多路人。OK， 我现在要去哪儿？先做一点别的。好啊 ，Let's do this。里面有敌人。可是要怎么过去？不是这里。先出去。后舱好像有个东西。我都没在管同伴的哎。
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
让我们来 talk talk。你跟谁 talk talk？ 坏人。
Look at this red piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
我在直播 Let me tell you.
Yum yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out,
but only room for one captain.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she?
We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Here they come.
Oh, 不行。哎 ，you。其实不是打不死，我感觉还是打得死的。换一个武器好。啊！ 看错了。
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above? Look at this!
Is this...
Woo! Look at the...
That's right.
You know...
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
刚那个人。头都断了。似乎可以有别的做法。
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off. Here we go!
前面打的热火朝天，你们就没看到，真的太奇怪了。也不过就20公尺的事情。睡一下。 所以刚刚如果偷偷溜进来是可以从这里走。Well, okay.
Today's my birthday.
Fuck your birthday.
He's coming!
Dance, fucker!
Everyone all right?
I'll keep quiet.
Sure you do.
pleased as pie when we show her these.
Yeah, you a girl. I know. No. Whoa. 这个是动力装甲。这个可以炸，我老是忘了。可以吃吗？晒苹果，所以就是不是苹果。Better 点苹果。
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
What was that?
Here we go!
You're dead! I got down they go! Show them how it's done!
Everyone all right?
是哦，你还没死。可以全部拿走吗？
you're doing!
What?
I don't have time for this. Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by. It's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyro. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
你快走！我在杀他灭口。被发现。OK。先看一下刚刚拿到的东西。这是什么？火焰喷射器，有很厉害吗？我们不嫌火焰喷射器啊。不好。能量。No, I don't like this.198。 我应该搜刮完吧？我不知道，搜刮这种事我就是没有很擅长。好了。这只是什么？没有看过这只。
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation. More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret. So, I have run headlong into two. I honestly don't know what I'd do. What about you? And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. That seems a dangerous proposition. Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
What do you think you're doing?
我按错了。
Just keep your fingers to your own self.
对啊，又要降了。哎呦 I'm sorry.
This is Halcyon
I'm
News.
a bad girl.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were 6.
Sublight for life. The corporation's never looked at a figure.
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Salvage is a family business. We've got each other's backs.
Okay.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on these days,
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack. I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find... Good girl. Knew you'd understand. Very. I like to think of myself as the last honest business.
Ask away.
Be seeing you.
Right.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tail.
Wow. Okay. Nice view.检查。所以我要先去找那个。
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean steam?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
C&P Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Whoa. Yo, what's up?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
How long till the new Automex arrive?
Okay, where's this Jessie?
Trouble incoming, Captain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the last of them!
You kill them? Oh my god. Shit. Jesse 在哪里 ？Fuck.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting... surgery, mostly. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical school. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. Good luck getting to Jesse, and better luck if you do.
Jesse,
Work.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many... The records say, Miss Doyle... She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff... Not without dispensation from Chief... We don't have the ability... Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with... Take care.
Okay, let's try this again. Shit. 我不知道那东西怎么用。哎呀，这次。所以那个。潜入对吧？所以那个东西怎么用？
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators. Oh, and a lot of slow. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed...
Not the word I'd use. I think of it more like a... No, I take it back. Dump sums it up nicely.
Well, I liked it fine enough.
I'm sure they're doing their best. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because... I can see all of the top... Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste, spread wash, mouthwash, and mantle. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find... Trouble sleeping? Try our... The blast will send you through... Add an additional 10% to your... At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotion. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to... damn it. No slogan for that one. If there are self-made. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat... It's fine. Speaking of interest... have a look.
么不付出啊？
Can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Now, see here, What was I doing again?
As you were.
Fewer colonists means there's more paradise for the rest of us to enjoy.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms, might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
I don't know, ma'am. She seemed pretty neat to me.
Well, aren't you sweet? And just her type, too.
Why?
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Forget I said anything.
Ooh.
Yes, dearie? Ain't that just a treat? So, you know Edna, over in engineering? On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, Mike, the more we got the corpse fight... My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
这也太强了吧！这一次多少钱？要死我，贵价。
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Reports from concerned supervisors indicate that rates of time theft are on the rise. We urge all of our listeners to remember that lack of productivity is not. Workers should be on the lookout for slacking and underperforming.
Don't look funny at the crew. Heard they toss folks out the airlock if they don't like your face.
This heat's unbearable.
Still getting acquainted? Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up. glass Nothing to fear. Sorry again. Huh? What? Huh.
庄孝伟，厉害。我要去领赏。
Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us for air filtration.
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. The radiator, and we're all sweating Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is engineering. Chief Junlei.
Miss Junlei seems real on top of things. I'm sure she'll get it fixed up proper.
Don't know what's got her That's not for me to say. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. Nothing you need and everything you want.
That last zero-G was a mistake.
I had a question about your plan.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Colonials are always itching for a fight.
厨房这么大。
I'll be just a moment.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air
If you're short
soon,
on bits,
but
you
a
can work off your
scandal has
tab.
rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
There's your drink.
这是太空探索类游戏吗？这是 RPG， 算探索吗？如果是你是要找那种，不是，你讲应该是另外一个游戏 ，Outer Wild， 应该才是你要这么游戏。
Wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
这个人被干掉了。好，我知道你的老师。
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Here we go. Stood in our way.
Oh. 睡觉，晚安，晚安。
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Let's leave here.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. What usually happens on this partially pressured... Well, actually, two things broke. Time stood... Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out...
Yikes.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled... Facebook advertisement for the following story. Some townships have asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding rumors of food shortages.
Hey you, where's my old...
The news packet had the tossball scores from Dakonis. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, he explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right, you're going important place. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist. That's... well... it's personal business, I'm afraid. Information on the whereabouts of... It's fine, really. Now, if you... be my guest. I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the ground. I send a lot of messages.
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be... Chief Tennyson is deplorable.
She's doing everything she can. It's your people's fault it's not fixed, not June Lay's.
My, aren't you... excitable. Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference. I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well... oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no. Best to be clear, I believe. Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and... Please, go ahead. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate...
Ask.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Right， 我要交任务。完全迷路啊！我。
No one saw me trip over that, right?
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but... I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead.
Okay, okay.10000元呢，这真不容易啊。好，这个要回去看，我会记得吗？I don't think so.
CNP near maple syrup. It's
What's going on with you lately? You seem down.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope.
That was days ago.
The fucking door. It locked behind me. And it wasn't until the freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir.
Ayo.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the man.
off with us!
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back. I can always fix them later.
Halt. Searching for unauthorized.
We got trouble!
Look at us!
这个可以无视。他怎么上去的？哎，巴列斯一是从这里。
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. Not getting through.
Investigating.
You won't get any mercy from me.
JT 军雷吗？
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you.
这简单。
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is the consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicar. That seems like quite a leap.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
CNC Boris Pocket can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds. Boris Pocket.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. What do you want then? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch, just because I think they made some fool mistake that would... Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Ed claims he's transmitting from Monarch. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, the board can't abide it. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Oh, I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that...
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my penitentiary... seminary days.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you. It's almost time for today's episode. I found a handsome ceramic manta pillow.
I think I heard
coming.
Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
Okay.
All right, scram.
No， 我也就是试试看。What do you think you're doing?
Move along.
好吧，我有什么任务做？
fighter for a hard life.
This is Halcyon News.
16 hours a
We
day.
interrupt your
How am I still
regularly
can't afford
scheduled
bed?
advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to
always
defend your
fucking
corporate
freezing
family
shit.
from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Hey there! Most places are on the promenade deck. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. You need anything else? You... Be seeing you.
Hey, be careful with those crates.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. You're serious? You're giving me a shot? All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
I'm sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in? The fun kind? I mean, what else do you do when you got a ship of your own?
How about we just say we're trying to do good?
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
What?
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind? Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? How can I be? Take care.
来自虚空的武器。
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. I'm sad to hear it, Captain. You seem plenty warm to me, in your way. But yeah, don't feel great, does it? When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to... I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
What?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Right. Okay.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker. Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other... But on the other hand, broads... Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. Yeah. Thanks for listening, boss. Good to see you, boss.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
New guards, huh? I like this place already. Something chewed clear through that armor.
我刚才花了钱买。浪费。
Shouldn't we be looking into that distress call? Not that I dislike feeling the wind in my hair.
哇，好多敌人哦！This is wrong.
just canned food.
That's the last of him! You're going down! I don't think you're getting through! That had to hurt.
All this space, and this is all they get to sleep in?
根离子卡宾枪。Dude.
Nobody in this damn town knows how to clean up after themselves.
System security patrol.
Heads up, bud!
time to shine!
You got it, Captain! Cap to your left!
Everyone all right?
Okay.
That's what you get! You guys see that?
Yeah. For you. Good job.
They left their own outside? What? Was it that bad?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I... Scientists, name... What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac. Anything else you'd like to know? Forget I said anything about that. Wish they tasted like Some say chicken. What do you think? Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Hey.
Det är där det är.
Huh?
The ventilation shaft runs from the bottom of the lab to the top of the hill. Over the garage.
Top of the hill's rafted on.
Hey, boss. Could we get some Rizzos?
I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around. Security's gonna tell you to make tracks. Want to treat yourself before you go? Something for the road, maybe?
Tåkassa.
Annie Cleo makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Did security talk to you yet? I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be closed off to visitors. Stands to reason you could be a corporate spy of some sort. Then again, there's nothing in my contract that says I can't sell to corporate spies. Your bits are the same as anybody else's. Sure. Not like I get many customers. I'm so glad you asked. Some people say the name refers to the 17 rungs in Auntie Cleo's official ladder of corporate advancement. These people are wrong. Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, re-established, and then reopened a grand total of 17 times in the last 40 years. Corporate's still deliberating over a new name. The matter remains hotly contested in committee, but we're expecting a decision within the next 5 to 7 years. Exciting times. Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Of course, if something goes wrong, like one of our guards drinking himself to an early grave or wrapped it... Can't say I do. Annie Cleo products satisfy all of our new... These days, we don't get much in the way of variety. I hear it's like that all over the colony.
I told you, you're staying put. You're not listening. We can stop this. That we can contain them. The vent shafts are how the Raptidons are getting out of the lab. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
休息一下。